And so, well, I mean, I have the option to leave. I'm not being like held captive, but I don't feel socially able to leave. And so instead I lash out and fight, and everything gets a billion times worse. Hey everyone, it's Presley, actoutgames.com here, and I have been seeing a new therapist recently, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that. And so there is a difference between her and my previous therapist, and I think any new therapist that you see will be different than your original therapist in a way. They'll have a different vibe, they'll have a different approach to things, or they'll just have a different energy in general. And it's up to you which therapist you like better and which one you want to keep seeing. And I really do like my new therapist, so I'm not quite sure who I want to keep seeing yet. But we're thinking about just seeing our new therapist for the time being. And one of the things that she suggested to me is to just be able to walk out of stressful conversations. And that's something that you got taught a lot in like kindergarten and stuff, is if something's stressing you out or if someone's making you mad, just get up and walk away, right? But that doesn't really factor into life at my age and older. You can't just walk out, and so she suggested making it clear with my parents and the rest of my family that if I'm stressed, I can just walk away and take a break for like 10-30 minutes and just stay there and calm down, and then come back to the situation when I'm ready to diffuse it. Because a lot of times if you're trapped in a situation, or if you feel trapped in a situation, it will make you lash out and everything will just tend to get a billion times worse. And so leaving the conversation and taking a break would be a lot better and a lot easier. And it could stress out people that you're trying to talk to. They could be upset with you about you just like walking out of the conversation. But if it's better for your mental health and their mental health in the long run, then it's probably a better thing. And so that was a really interesting conversation, and I felt like that's something I should talk about with you guys, just because it seems like a really interesting tidbit of advice. My therapist said that it comes from a fight or flight response. So if you're put in a situation where your first response is to fly and leave the conversation if you're in a really uncomfortable place and you just want to get out of there, but that option isn't available, you will fight. And so that is what tends to have big fights that explode in my family, is I don't want to be in the conversation and I want to leave, but I don't have the option to leave. And so, well, I mean, I have the option to leave. I'm not being like held captive, but I don't feel socially able to leave. And so instead I lash out and fight, and everything gets a billion times worse. And so it's really useful to establish with people that you're talking to on the regular and people that you argue with sometimes, that sometimes you need to step away for a minute and just take a breather, cool off, make a cup of tea, draw, write, read, have fun, just chill out on the internet for a little bit. And then once that's over, then you can return to the conversation. I have a lot of stuff saved up that helps me calm down, usually after like a sad book or movie, but that stuff can be utilized as well for calming down in a stressful situation. And I just thought that would be something super useful to share with you guys, so that you guys can improve your relationships and try and be a lot less stressed out, and I will let you guys know if this helps in the long run. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to press the subscribe button to see more videos like this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!